Hello and welcome to KMTV, your roundup of what's going on in Kent on Monday, June the 15th. A 26-year-old man has died after a two-car crash in Sutton-at-Hone yesterday evening. Jem Collins reports.
Yes, the crash happened here on the A225 Dartford Road at around 10 p.m. yesterday. The 26-year-old driver of a silver Vauxhall died at the scene, and a 41-year-old driver of a dark Mercedes and his 15-year-old passenger were treated for minor injuries at hospital. As you can see, the road behind me is now reopened, but police are still appealing for any witnesses.
A man's rescued one of his neighbours after a fire at a row of houses in Swanley. Around 30 firefighters battled the blaze in Conifer Way just before 8:30 this morning. The fire is thought to have started at the back of a house before spreading to the roof space and a neighbouring property. A Maidstone man's calling on car passengers to speak up if they're worried about their safety after his son was killed whilst travelling with a drink driver. 19-year-old Will Funnell died in a crash at Linton Hill in August 2013, whilst the person behind the wheel was 3 times over the limit. Kent Fire and Rescue are now working on opening an interactive education centre in Rochester to help prevent similar cases.
If the person's not driving you properly and you are worried, get out the car. Don't say, it will be all right, because it won't be all right. There will come a time when it will go wrong. So it is very important for road safety. You know, you're never going to stop all of it, but let's just try and stop some of it.
In other news, a woman's appeared in court after being charged with the murder of a pensioner who was found dead at a flat in Maidstone. Alison Tomlin, who's 48 and hasn't got a permanent address, is accused of killing 69-year-old John Burney, who may have been undiscovered at the property on Rocky Hill Terrace for several days. A woman from Ashford's been found guilty of causing the death of a jogger in the town last year by driving dangerously. 49-year-old Linda Jens from Medway is due to be sentenced in a fortnight, but her barrister has pleaded with the judge not to send her to jail, saying she's too overweight to cope with time behind bars. Bosses in Maidstone say part of the town centre will reopen by the end of the day, a week after a massive fire that destroyed the Works bookshop. Over the weekend, 21-year-old Adam Starr from Lower Stone Street appeared in court charged with arson. And a school's apologised to parents for not telling them the head teacher had been arrested on suspicion of possessing indecent images of children. 54-year-old Tom Watson from Cliffwoods Primary was arrested back in April and has been on leave ever since. And finally, residents in a part of Medway say they're prisoners in their own homes because of a gang of youths. Kieran Kaur has the details.
At a first glance, this street here in Lordswood looks no different to any other, but residents here say their lives are being made hell by gangs of up to 30 teenagers.
People don't want to leave their homes, especially when the kids are on holidays, and especially with the summer holidays coming up. Everyone is petrified, they're freaking out, they just don't want to leave their homes for more than a couple of hours a day. People love living in Lordswood, but why should we feel like we have to move because these kids can get away with everything?
Neighbours in the area say they've been forced to take time off work and invest in CCTV, as well as put up with people throwing stones at windows, going to the toilet in their gardens and breaking into homes. And now for Emma, things have got so bad she's set up an online petition, which has already gathered nearly 80 signatures. A spokesman for Kent Police confirmed they were investigating alleged criminal damage and that a girl has been interviewed under caution. But for Emma and the other residents in Lordswood, they're just hoping it will be enough. This is Kieran Kaur in Medway for KMTV.
There's more local news on KMFM, and you can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook, but that's it from KMTV.